Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. This is your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement on today. Well, on this beautiful, gorgeous first Sunday of October. Yeah, I said it. First Sunday of October. My how the time is winding down. And the time is winding down, for the time is not later, not next year. The time is now for you to do what you need to do to obtain that which you desire and deserve. If you believe it, then receive it. Go forward. Do all that you can do, all you allowed to do on your end, and then leave the rest to God Himself, to Mother Nature if you're less spiritual. And let Him and them do the miraculous. For that's all that it takes. Just do all you got to do on your end. All you can do on your end. For the time is winding down. The time is not slowing down or pausing. It's winding down. And that is why I've been telling you every week, tap into it. Begin to tap into it. Start tapping into it. Continue to tap into it, because the time is now to do what you need to do to obtain what's rightfully yours. Not later. Not next year. Not when it shows up. The time is now. I understand. They may think you crazy, but who does? I don't care who out there thinks you're crazy. Do it because you know on the inside that it's yours. That you know deep down on the inside that I want it. That you know deep down on the inside that I deserve it. I desire and I deserve it. So I believe it and I'm going to receive it. Regardless of or what got to say on the outside. I know. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And that's why today, tap into it. Go forward. Do all you can do. Don't go above and beyond now. Because you got to leave room for the miraculous. That's the only way to get to it. And that's what we're going to encourage you on today. But do all that you can do on your end. Then leave the rest. And let God perform His best. And I got something to go along with that today. So let's just dive into it right now. Today, I have a power encouragement. This is a power weekly encouragement. It's a motivator too, but it's power. It's empowering to whoever is lending an ear today. This is empowerment for everybody. This ain't a specific person. This is for everybody, because everybody has been experiencing this, about to experience it, or about to leave out from experiencing it. So everybody here is in the same boat. So this power, this empowerment today, this empowerment encouragement is for everybody who's listening in. As I've been talking about the valley experience and the wilderness phase in your life, today I'm going to share the encouragement with you. And while I'm encouraging you, I'm going to be encouraging myself. Because sometimes the struggle is real. The struggle is real. The suffering is hard to feel. But the encouragement today is for you to know that regardless of that, your suffering is not in vain. You're not suffering for no reason. There's something greater, as I've been saying, there's something greater beyond what you're feeling right now. And I'm going to give you just a little tidbit, a little insight. The more you're suffering, the greater it is. In that case, let's go on. I just need you just lend me your ear for a few minutes. So if I had to give this weekly encouragement a title, it would simply be, hang on just a little while longer. Hang on just a little while longer, for the best is yet to come. Again, let it resonate. Hold on just a little while longer, for the best is yet to come. Well, somebody may be tuning in today and saying, well, Dr. Charity, what is it? Hold on for a minute. I've been holding on for a long time. I've been holding on for months. And somebody else may be saying, I've been holding on for years. I know exactly how you feel. You are who I'm talking to. So have I. I've been holding on for 6 years for the same thing. But the word to you, the encouragement is, hold on just a little bit more. That's why I'm encouraging you today. That's why I'm empowering and uplifting you today. That even though through the struggle and the suffering, it's not in vain. A lot of times as human beings, we go through that and say, because it doesn't come within a few months, a year, or if it's like what I'm going through right now, it's been told and promised to you over and over again and shown and confirmed where you can't deny it. But the fact that you don't see it in reality, you see it happening, but you see it happening in everybody else's life but you. Is that you today? You've been told something and promised something, regardless if it's the career, the house, the car, the spouse, the child, the school opportunity, the promotion, the business, chance, and success. And it seems like not only have you been told over and over again and confirmed to the point of no return where you can't deny that it's reality, at least in the spiritual realm, then it looks like in the natural realm, look like it's happening to everybody else but you. It's happening to everybody else. It seems like everybody else is minding their business and it's just dropping in their lap. But the person it was spoken to, it ain't even showing an ounce of insight into their life. Anybody feel like that? Well, you are who I'm talking to today. Anybody experienced that? I sure have. But that's why I'm here today to tell you, it's not in vain. Hold on a little bit while longer. Why? Because I can give you, just like I just told you in the beginning, the more harder the struggle and the more harder the struggle is and the suffering, the greater is lying ahead for you. Greater is waiting on you. So you look at the suffering as, I know it hurts, but the more that you gotta suffer, the more that you're gonna gain in the end from the suffering. So it's not in vain. I can even use my own testimony when I had my own children. Even though it physically hurt more with my oldest than it did with the rest, he was the easiest labor. And because he was the easiest pregnancy and labor, he also became the child with the most issues. There was so much I had to go through with him after he got here that it took years. Now, the baby, the youngest one, he was the worst pregnancy. I didn't even get to enjoy the first month without seeing morning sickness, and boy, his was the worst. I had the worst experience carrying him, and then the labor was even more worse, because in his case, he ended up getting stuck, and I ended up having to go and have an emergency C-section, and I ended up, a bunch of other stuff ended up happening. Well, I ended up suffering. But in the end, I'll tell you this right now, in the end, he ended up being the child that had no issues once he got here. He ended up being a child that got to go home in 3 days, was eating solid food by 6 months, walking at 10 months, growing up just like a tall oak tree, just as fast as can be. no issues, no allergies, no ear problems. I could count on one hand how many viruses he had. The boy got the chance to go to daycare from the time he was 6 months up until he was 4. And he's still in first grade, the top of his class, reading above a first grade level, and at the math on right almost at above on the level with math of a first grade. He know times tables at 6-year-old when I didn't even learn the beginning of it till I was in second grade, going into third. So he fast. But I said all that to say this. That just shows you that the more you got to suffer through, the greater waits for you. And you got to remember, the best is yet to come, because it's just like this. If your prayer was for a spouse, it's going to take longer, and you got to suffer through more to gain that than it would a boyfriend. Boyfriend is always waiting around. You can get that tomorrow. That's microwave. That's not thorough. That's chicken. That's boxed chicken. That spouse is steak, and that's well done steak. So it take longer. Take more, that you got more process to go through, but in the end you come out with something that's gonna last long and stick with you till the end. And that's what you desire. That's what you deserve. But hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer, because the best is yet to come. It's not, I told you, it's still not years and months away. It is right here, right now, waiting on you. So hold on just a little while longer, because the best is yet to come. Your suffering and your struggle is almost over. Hold on. Well, that is all that I have for you on today, but I want you to tune in next week for another weekly encouragement, and subscribe to Lady Superwoman on YouTube at Lady Superwoman 9999 for all of your weekly encouragements. And remember that the best is yet to come. Your struggling and your suffering right now does not even give a foresight into what awaits for you if you just hold on just a little while longer, just a little bit more, because it is yours. And the time for you to celebrate and enjoy is right now. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye.